the side of Z-Wolf. The Wolf flank was inevitable, and Team SBG, they get eliminated at the 10th spot. Only 4 points in the second game. But will they? I think it's very, unfortunate for them to be the number one team in the previous game, not look after the Molly. The Molly is so perfect, and they take him down through a Molly. It's going to be Team ARR Esports who fall down with only 0 point. Ninth position for them, but with no defeats, with no eliminations. Little do they know that this game is going to be all for nothing. And that's going to be yet another instance where you could see that Team Regnum Kraya is going in a good advantage. Let's see where they find themselves up. Red Bulls just right in front of them. We have the side of Team Reg at the same time. But let's see if Team Mad Bulls could really manage to keep themselves alive. The zone is going to close it, and it's a very slow circle. Not the most, I'll say hardships one. But hey, that still gives a lot of advantage towards the side of Team BJK at the same time, Roy Esports.
Yeah, I mean, they have the control, they have the central control, but I would love to add on one more fact that Merhaba usually players have to actually play on the edges, because if you are actually holding a central compound, you become the center of attraction. That can again happen to Beşiktaş Espor and some other team which are trying to become the center of attraction at this point, or trying to get those angles in their favor. But at the same time, we have RG, Magnum Cura trying to fight back, trying to get some good points. I would love to see how far these guys are going to go, because Bigatron, Red Devils, BGRs, players are also trying to play and perform and get the bullets in their favor. Finally, Tron has been taken out. It's Mad Bulls Tulika who has been picked up. I would not see how Tulika is going to go from this particular battle till the end. I guess Regnum Fire is now trying to push back, is now trying to put a lot of pressure. That need was actually a close one, but Frozen, will he be able to find one? I really believe that, but Lucy, Doxy, or whatever the name is also trying to be a bit more crazy, and yeah, there we go. Doxy finds one more, but that Mad Bulls is about to get completely shut down. I would love to see how far Mad Bulls is going to come up, because the last man standing is already getting pressurized and gone.
Oh wow, what an angle, man. Tron was expecting him to get out there. And just the moment, Remnant Crier goes out, he takes him down. That leaves him in a one versus, only 6 teams were next to him. But another elimination. I think he does has the numbers advantage. Only one player, Wild, is going to be the one who will be in the spectator slot. But out of all the players, I think this team is really looking, really promising. I think Team Regnum Cryer Esports, they are at just a position where they could easily find themselves inside the zone. But Beşiktaş Esports, they now realize that there's another team, and you got to clear your backs. And just as Enjoy Flower backs in, it's going to be Regnum Cryer who takes him down. Oh, that's an unfortunate knock for him. Wolf, meantime, also gets taken down, and that's going to be Machine. He takes down Crocap, so I think now it's a big disadvantage if you are the side, Team Beşiktaş Esports, but still, 2 players down to only 5 HP. Graya need to find them some cover, and that's not the most ideal for them. I think this could be a very big advantage if you are Team Beşiktaş. But on the other hand, the game it's going to be Next Rüya who take each and every one. It's 8 games already for them. Oh, this team is totally going in a domination mode, and Rüzgari Esports are the one being victim of it. There comes another, he lands another headshot, but I don't know if that was a knock. He does not manage to take the player off, but nonetheless, Rüzgari Esports are down to only one player, and in a 1 versus 4, I think the only way for him to get his team the most value out of Miramar is to survive right now.
Yep, survival is going to be the key to success at this point, because yes, you are actually on the edges, but another good day comes in with that excuse me has been excused once again out of the equation on this particular lobby. Now we are left with just 6 teams, I believe, and some of the players are there. Rüzgari Esports' Elvis has actually knocked out in a very awareness basis, so obviously even if Sirkali wants to actually go ahead and get the revival done, I believe Team NRX is just going to completely shut him down as a revenge fight at this point. But Millis on the other corner, once again with the full manpower, is going to go and take the control of the edges that are there on the western flanks, which is obviously going to increment a lot of teams which are struggling with the utils favor in their favor. At the end, Regnum Kaira is one of those teams which have actually shown their strengths in the initial battles as well. I would love to see how Beşiktaş members are going to enact with that particular statement. Obviously, it's not that easy to actually get the loans out of the equation, but Beşiktaş once again gets a beautiful pick, and with that amazing opening, I can clearly see that things can change rapidly. Beşiktaş, BJK, Zisi is going to be the guy who is going to get the shots down. Okay, one more pick, and that's it. 5 amazing animations, and with that, a beautiful domination coming from Beşiktaş.
Oh, I mean, that is just the advantage with the hat of the zone. And as I mentioned, Regnum Cryer, they might have the numbers advantage, but them being totally out in the open wasn't the best spot. But what a way to get the headshot for the side of a none other than Next Rüya. They are just on a rampage. 10 eliminations for them. 4 versus 4 versus 4 versus 4. All 4 teams surviving are going to be up with the numbers advantage. And it is such an equivalent position for each and every one of them. Let's see which team will walk away with the second winner with a chicken dinner for today. As this is going to be the first time we watch the teams in the map of Myanmar. I know it's been a big treat, but airdrop is being taken away from the side of Dokin Machine. Meantime, Team LCC Esports, just about them, it's going to be Team Next Rüya. And wow, what a knock. The first knock could have potentially came in, but just in the nick of the time, Dokin Machine falls back. Meantime, there's another knock. This time it's going to be Team MR, but what a way to push in. DPS once again comes inside the play. Bodies fall in the favor of Team Nexus, and at the same time, the third party comes in. That's the first team elimination. Fire Flux Esports gets taken down, but there are only 2 teams surviving. Somewhere down the line, the third parties are the one who wins, and Malicious Esports are the one who were dominating, but not for too long. The kill feed just ran against them. Next Rüya up with the big, you know, like I'll say, elimination of 11, but only good for the 4th spot. Now it's going to be down to only 2 teams. It's going to be Fire Flux going up against the side of Team Beskis Esports, and Beskis Esports are only having 1 player. Enjoy has to do all the heavy lifting. 1 versus 3, finds 1, looking for another one. Enjoy gets taken down, but is the player who is only single player surviving going to go to his POV? Because both of the player from the side of Backstage Esports is going to be knocked off. The revival is coming in. It's going to be none other than Soul HP. 1 versus 3, the revival comes in, which makes it a 1 versus 4. And still, I mean, I'm glad to see that still there's a 25% chance for the side of Team Best Kids Esports to win.
It is actually getting diminished quite drastically because look at that, 78% of the advantage is already in the hands of Fire Flux. But yeah, that's the end. Fire Flux Esports is able to just completely shut down the team known as the Beşiktaş Espor, and a beautiful chicken indeed coming to the play. But guys, is it enough to dethrone the particular team known as SBG? I really doubt that. But yes, it is kind of a decent formation coming in from the particular guys. And with this kind of performance, obviously their overall performance, or should I say overall situation in the leaderboard, is obviously going to increase a lot.
Oh, surely, but the winner with a chicken dinner belongs to this team, and they were indeed so dominant in the end circles. I mean, there were many teams. I think Next Rüya also impressed us with, you know, so many dominations. But like, what a way to start things off. And with that, I think we'd wait to see what the MVP looks like. It's a 9 elimination chicken dinner, which means 19 total points for this team. But alongside that, you know, you're gonna give it up towards the side of Team Beşiktaş Esports at the same time. Like, they were really looking good, but Fire Flux Esports